Part 1. Information about the registration of an EU citizen's right of residence and the application process. Hi, are you a citizen of a EU country, Switzerland or Liechtenstein who's residing in Finland? Did you know that you have to register your right of residence with the Finnish Immigration Service if you reside in Finland continuously for more than 3 months? This video offers a brief summary of the registration of an EU citizen's right of residence, EU registration, and how to apply for it. This video will also instruct you with submitting a registration application via the Finnish Immigration Service's Enter Finland online service. If you wish to jump directly to these instructions, move to the second part of the video. Registration of an EU citizen's right of residence. You must apply for EU registration if you're a citizen of an EU country, Switzerland or Liechtenstein, and you reside in Finland continuously for more than 3 months. If you're a Nordic citizen, meaning that you're from Sweden, Norway, Denmark or Iceland, you don't have to apply to the Finnish Immigration Service for EU registration. In this case, you only have to register your information with the Digital and Population Data Services Agency. Requirements for EU registration. You must have a valid passport or identity card. You must also have valid grounds for your residence in Finland. These include the following: work, self-employment, studies, family ties. A spouse and children under 21 are considered as family members. Sufficient funds. This means, for example, that you have enough savings to make it possible for you to live in Finland. You must attach a document detailing the grounds for your residence in Finland to your application. If you work in Finland, attach your employment contract or other relevant document to the application. If you have a spouse in Finland, attach your marriage certificate to the application. To find out more about the grounds for EU registration and attachments, visit our website. How to apply for EU registration. Make sure that you meet the requirements for EU registration. Also make sure that your application includes all the necessary attachments. Fill in the application using the Finnish Immigration Service's Enter Finland online service. Your visit to the service point and the processing of your application will take less time if you submit your application through the Enter Finland service. For example, making additions to your application is easy and quick to do online. The decision regarding your application will also be immediately visible to you via the online service. If you're unable to use Enter Finland, fill out a paper form instead. Next, you must identify yourself by proving your identity. Book an appointment at a service point of the Finnish Immigration Service or International House Helsinki's service desk. You'll find the link to our appointment system on our website. Please note that each applicant must book their own appointment. Families can book a longer family appointment. Take a valid passport or identity card, as well as the original attachments to your application with you to the service point. If you're applying with a paper form, also take a filled-in application form with you. If you meet the requirements for EU registration and you provide all the necessary information and attachments, you can get the decision and a registration certificate during your visit to the service point or soon after. Processing your application will take longer if it's missing something. We'll contact you in case we need any additional information or documents regarding your application. If you submit your application via Enter Finland, you'll receive a request for further information via the online service. If you submit your application with a paper form, we'll send a request for further information by post. The decision will appear in the Enter Finland service and you can print it out for yourself. If you apply with a paper form and do not receive the decision while visiting the service point, it will be sent to you by post. The registration of your right of residence will remain valid for an indeterminate duration. You can start work before receiving a decision on your EU registration application. Remember, you're free to work in Finland even if you haven't received a decision regarding your application for EU registration. You have an unrestricted right to work, which means that you can work in any field. However, you will need an income tax card from the Finnish Tax Administration. You'll need an EU registration certificate if you wish to have a permanent address in Finland. If you wish to have a permanent address and a home municipality in Finland, you must first apply to the Finnish Immigration Service for the registration of your right of residence. The Digital and Population Data Services Agency won't be able to grant you a home municipality nor a permanent address until after you've received a registration certificate. Part 2. How to apply via the Enter Finland online service. Go to the Finnish Immigration Services, Enter Finland online service at enterfinland.fi. Start by creating an Enter Finland user account. All you need is an email address. If you already have a user account, you can skip to the How to Apply part of the video. How to create a user account. If you haven't yet registered for Enter Finland, click the Create User Account option from the menu at the upper left corner. Create a user account either by using your email address or by identifying yourself via sumi.fi or eIDAS. Fill in the necessary information and click on Create User Account below. After this, you'll receive a link via email to verify your user account. Verify your user account. How to apply. Log in to the Enter Finland service. Choose EU registration from the upper left corner of the home page. Choose EU Citizens Registration. Choose Fill in an application. Choose This registration is for me, if you wish to apply for registration for yourself. Fill in the application carefully. Submit any requested attachments. Please remember that your attachments must be translated into either Finnish, Swedish or English by a certified translator. However, documents issued by an authority of an EU country regarding birth, marriage or a registered partnership do not need to be translated provided that you attach a multilingual standard form submitted by an authority to the document. Pay the application fee in Enter Finland by using either a credit card or Finnish online banking codes. If you're unable to pay for the application online, you can pay while visiting the Finnish Immigration Services service point or International House Helsinki's service desk. Remember to check the information in your application before sending it. Send the application. Remember to identify yourself by proving your identity. Book an appointment via our appointment system at a service point of the Finnish Immigration Service or International House Helsinki's service desk.